All right, so today's video is on execution timeframes. And an execution time frame is when we're using a smaller time frame for an entry point or an area to sell or cover in accordance with something like a daily chart or a bigger picture time frame chart. And this allows us to get some better entries and better profit kicks, especially when things are not always perfect in trading. We don't always have a perfect flag to work off of. So execution timeframes is something that I'm looking at and using on almost all of my trades, or at least when things are a little less clear. So today's example is this Boeing. This is Boeing's daily chart. I posted about this yesterday. I was looking for a short in this. The area that I shorted was 124. And if you look at this daily chart, it's clearly weak below all moving averages, but the actual entry price could be argued on where you would want to short this thing. So we have a low here that is 120.02. Over here, 123.83, 121.37. So some I know some people might want to say some people would say let's wait until 120 to short because that's the low of this flag, and that is one way to go about it. But if you were trying to do that today, you would have shorted at 120, pretty much the low of the day, and you either would have gotten stopped out or you would have been taking a much larger area of risk in this trade. So the area that I was looking at was 124, and if we come down to an hourly chart here, I'm looking at the area where most of these lows are slash market profile or volume profile over here that shows where the highest concentration of buys and sells went off. So over here, 127 is the thickest portion of this, which we could expect to be the strongest support. And coming down, I was looking at this low, which is 124.35, and I was looking at this low, which is 123.83. So I rounded out to 124, and I said, okay, 124 is where I'm going to short. And right off the open, Boeing opened at right around 125. So that gives us good risk reward on the trade. We have what should be a better entry area where we could still get continuation to the downside, and that's exactly what happened. I shorted at 124, covered on the way down when Boeing put in this consolidation on the 5 minute. I shorted again with a stop at like 123.30, covered on the way down, and now I still have some of my position short, and I'm in from 124 instead of waiting for 120, which would really have made this a red trade instead of a green trade. So yeah, execution time frames, awesome. Should be using them in any trade you can, whenever you can.